In this week's video, I want to share with you my best productivity hacks to make sure that you are having super productive days and you feel really good about the work that you're doing. So I'm going to share with you my favorite 11 productivity hacks that I use every day when I'm running my business, so I know that they're going to work for you. So let's get on with the show. Hey everybody, so today I am sharing with you my 11 productivity hacks. Now these are the things that I've learned over the years that work really well for me, that help me be super productive, help me know that I'm doing the right things that are moving the needle for my business, and help me feel really good about my days as well. So let's get on with them. Number one is an overarching hack, which is you need to make sure that you've got a really clear vision, strategy and plan for your business, because if you don't know where you're headed, how on earth can you know on a daily basis whether you're doing things that are going to take you in the direction of travel? So you want to have a year vision, you want to break that down into quarters, you want to take those quarters and break them down into monthly goals, and then you want to transfer those monthly goals into your diary so they can then translate into what you're going to do each day, and then of course you're going to have a plan. And so if you've got a clear vision that you've broken down, as I've said, then you know that you're doing the right things. Now, my second hack is that you need to split your time across 3 pots. So they are strategy. That's everything to do with how you're going to earn money in the future. So this is marketing, business development, and so on. The second part is revenue, and this is how you're earning money this month. So that's all of your client work. And then the third part is admin, and this is everything you do to make sure that your business runs smoothly. So this will be finance and HR and all that kind of stuff. And you want to make sure that you have the right split across those 3 parts, because if all you ever did was revenue, that's the client stuff, then you're going to be earning lots of money this month, but you're going to fall off a cliff in the future. And if all you ever did was strategy, then you will have lots of business in the future, but you're going to have cash flow issues right now. And if you never spend any time doing admin, then your business is going to be in a mess. So my second hack is to make sure you're splitting your time across those 3 pots and you translate that into your diary. Now, hack number 3 is the concept of morning and evening rituals, and I really swear by them. So every single morning I start my day the same way, and it starts off by me making a cup of coffee, and then I come and check my emails and I translate any of those into my plan for the day, and then I get on with my day. And then my evening ritual is to check my emails one more time, make sure I've completed everything for today, close down all my apps and shut my computer down, and that's my evening ritual. So you can Google more about morning and evening rituals, but make sure you use them because they will get you off on the right foot. So hack number 4 is to plan your day to the nearest 30 minutes. So I use a tool that I can run on my computer and I run on my phone. It's called Marvin, a silly name but great product, and I plan my day down to the nearest 30 minutes. Hack number 5 really is that you want to make sure that you overestimate how long things are going to take, so that you are giving yourself space in your day for when things happen that you couldn't possibly plan when you were setting out your schedule in the first place. So hack 4 and 5 is plan your day to the nearest 30 minutes and overestimate how long things are going to take, and you're going to do this in your morning and your evening ritual. So hack number 6 is to batch tasks. If you could get your head into the certain space, such as writing emails, and you can write 3 or 4 of them in one go, or you can spend a day recording podcasts, or I can shoot 4 or 5 videos like this in one go, then I'm going to be so much more efficient and productive because my head's in video recording space. I've spent the time writing my scripts and outlines, and I can go bang, bang, bang and get those done. So that is hack number 6, which is batch task. And I want to move on to hack number 7, which is there's no such thing as multitasking. So if you think you can do a bit of this and then a bit of that, and then you can do that, you're going to be super inefficient because you're just getting multi-distracted, not multitasking. And on average, it takes 23 minutes when we get distracted by something to get back in the game. So hack number 7 is to acknowledge that there is no such thing as multitasking. And hack 6 is that if you can batch your tasks, you're going to be super efficient. I know that can be quite hard to do that, but just try and write 3 or 4 emails in one go, or record 2 or 3 podcasts in one go, and you will get way more efficient. Now, one of the ways for example, with writing that works really well for me is this concept of time blocking. So when I'm writing an email, what I will do is I will time block 20 minutes, which is enough time for me to do a meaningful piece of work, but not so much time that I can't keep my head in the game. So I set a timer for 20 minutes and I go, right, I'm going to write an email and I'm going to get it done in that 20 minutes. Then the timer goes off and I take a 5-minute break. Then I come back for my next 20 minutes and I write the next email, take a 5-minute break, come back for the next 20 minutes, write an email, and then I'm done. So I always do time blocking in cycles of 3. I take a 5-minute break, and in that 5-minute break you don't check your emails or social media, because that will just take you off down a rabbit hole and it will get your head out of the game. So if you use time blocking and batching together, then you can be super efficient. And I almost make it a competition with myself. How many emails can I get written in that 60-minute slot? So there's 3 20 minutes, and I try to get an email written in 20 minutes. And that leads me on to my tip number 8, which is write fast, edit slow. So if you're creating content, get it out your head as quickly as you possibly can, and then come back later on and edit it. And another tip here, sort of a bonus tip if you like, is use voice to text when you're writing. This really makes a huge difference for me. So on my Mac, I just turn on the microphone, it doesn't matter what app I'm using, and I dictate what I want to say, and whether that be writing a blog or show notes or script for this or an email, I just dictate it because it captures my tone of voice, and it's also much faster. So that is tip number 8, which is write fast, edit slow, and use voice to text. Tip number 10 is figure out when you work best in your day. What's your biorhythm of your day? And whenever you're working best, do the hardest thing. So for me, I'm really great first thing in the morning. I start work really early at 7:15 at my desk, and I do all the hardest tasks. Once I've done my morning ritual and plan my day, I always make sure I do my hardest tasks then, because I get them out of the way. That's when I'm most alert, and then I feel really good about the rest of my day. What I wouldn't do is do those tasks after lunch when I'm feeling a bit sluggish. That's a time when I want to do some kind of menial task that doesn't take too many brain cells. So tip number 10 is figure out when you operate best and do the hardest tasks at that time of day. And then tip number 11 is to block out distractions. So we are all being distracted all the time. There are all these apps and programs that are competing for our time, and our phone is. But if you want to get some meaningful work done, if you're trying to batch your tasks and use time blocking, then you can't have emails pinging up and your phone ringing. So you need to turn off those distractions. Now in the latest Mac operating system, you can actually do that. You can set work and set some what that means in terms of what you can have access to. But go look at a program like Freedom, because you can put that on your phone, you can put it on your computer, and then you can tell it which applications it allows you to look at and which you don't. But as a very minimum, turn off your dialog box in Outlook or whatever email you use, and so that they're not pinging up in the corner, because they're just distracting you. So that is my last tip, which is block out all of your distractions, turn off apps that you don't need, turn off dialog boxes pinging up, and just get focused. And if you're just trying to focus for 20 minutes, then you can do that without any distractions. And like my final bonus tip is that when you've done that hard piece of work, give yourself a reward. That reward might be going and looking at social media, or making a cup of tea, or going for a walk with your dog on the beach like I do. That's what I do, is I reward myself with these small kind of micro rewards. So there we go. There's my 11 hacks for being more productive, and I've given you a couple of bonuses as well. Hope that helped. I'm going to put a link in the notes to my productivity guide that you can download for free that digs into this in more detail. But do you have a tip that I didn't mention? If so, please leave a comment in the comments connected to this video, and I'll be sure to include them in my next video, because I'm sure you've got some hacks that I haven't thought about. But other than that, have a great week, and I will see you next week on the next video.